you lack confidence, and that's okay. And I'm speaking to myself because confidence comes from doing the things that you say you are going to do and having it work out. Confidence comes from doing things you say you're going to do and feeling better about yourself after that. Confidence comes from overcoming things that are difficult and knowing and trusting yourself thereafter. So if you've gone through things that are hard and you gave up, didn't find a way through, if you've made decisions that didn't pan out, if you've never ever made a decision for yourself, but you've always gone to people to help you out with decisions, you're not going to be confident because you haven't made a decision for yourself that has worked out. Hello, welcome to another episode. I realize I do not introduce myself in a lot of these ones, so I'm just gonna say my name is Kenny. Thank you for being here. And today I'm talking about confidence. So I realized this is one of the things that I've been struggling with for the past how many years now, and there's so many reasons for my lack of confidence. Part of it has been from not trusting myself enough, because I've said I'm going to do something and I don't do it, because the day comes and I'm feeling lazy, and the day comes and I sort of make an excuse. The day comes and I just can't get myself to do the things I say I'm going to do, and that just makes me feel bad about myself. But that's okay, because confidence grows from actually doing things you say you're going to do, and it grows from actually doing things and being successful at them. So if you made a decision to pick a white shirt, for example, instead of a blue one, and you go out there and everyone's like, oh my God, I love your shirt. Oh my God, I love your shirt. That just brings you confidence that you made the right decision in picking something that looks good on you, that people like, that looks good. But if you weren't sure about what to do and you go around asking everybody else for their opinion, and even if everyone else said pick white, and you pick white and people like it, it's like, yeah, that doesn't do anything for you because you just went and made a decision based on what everyone else was saying. And I think that's what confidence is. People who are confident, they're confident because they, one, either have done something that they didn't think they could do, people didn't think they could do, but they tried it and it worked. And that just gave them the confidence, like, yeah, I trust myself. Or confidence from setting a goal and achieving it, that gives you confidence. If you say, I'm going to lose this amount of weight, I'm just using it as an example, and you actually do it, that gives you confidence because you said you're going to do something and you did it. So if you're someone who doesn't feel confident, it might just be because you haven't yet achieved the things that you've set out for yourself to achieve, and that's okay. Because once you actually do the things that you set out for yourself, once you actually make a plan and once you actually achieve that goal, that is where confidence comes from. And obviously there's so many ways to feel confident: looking good, smelling good, achieving things like having money sometimes gives people confidence. There's so many ways to feel confident. But if you want to feel more confident inwardly, I think it's about doing the things you say you're going to do. And this is really hard for someone like me who struggles to do things. Like, this is what it is. Like, I don't know if this is an ADHD thing. I've not been diagnosed with ADHD, but like a lot of people, yeah, there are signs. The signs are there, right? But I know people with ADHD struggle with executive dysfunction, where like they really want to do something, but they just can't get their brain to do it. And a lot of the times people will do everything else but that thing. And that's why, it's more of a psychological thing. So you really want to do something, but you just can't get yourself to do it. But sometimes when you actually do the things that you really, really didn't want to do, but you should do, and you actually do it and it works out well, that is what gives you confidence. So the goal is set small achievements, set small goals that can be achievable in the time that you think you can accomplish them, and that just makes you feel good about yourself. So for example, personally, I want to run more often because I'm not a gym person yet. At least I've not really enjoyed gym. Even when I had a membership, all I did was go to the treadmill and was just on there all the time. Ended up buying myself a treadmill and again not using it as much. But I want to do running, and because running is one of those exercises that I do enjoy once I get into it. Like once I actually start running, I'm like, okay. And I like the community. Obviously there's run clubs now, and that just creates a whole new thing for you and adds to who you are. I think we shouldn't put our self-worth and our confidence on just one thing. So if you put your entire and base your entire existence on getting good grades, for example. If you end up not getting good grades, that just like makes your entire self-worth go on a dive, like go really low. If you base your entire worth and confidence on earning a particular amount of money and then you get fired from work or you have to leave a job for whatever reason, that makes your self-worth and your confidence go low because you based all your confidence and your sense of self on this one thing. But if you give little bits to different things, so if you get confidence from maybe having really good friends and you make the time to spend time with them every weekend, or if you make a plan to achieve this amount of steps every week. So if you make a plan to have 10K walks 2 times a week and you actually do that, that is confidence because now you're someone who walks. Like having little things that add to who you are rather than just being one thing. So even if you're good at your job, right? And that's all you are good at. Like confidence can come from that. Like I am good at my job. I'm good at this thing. But it also helps that if you're also good at your job, you can also be a good runner. So if anything happens to that job, you're also still a good runner and you can pick up this other thing and continue this other thing that adds to your worth and adds to who you are as a person. Obviously, you are worthy just as you are. But as humans, I think we do need this pocket of things that adds to who we are. Is why we're like, oh, I'm an introvert, I'm a Pisces, because we attribute all these traits to just our being in general. Having things that add to your confidence and adds to who you are, that you know that you can do and that you're just really confident. Like I think I'm good at public speaking. So if you put me in a room and you're like 5 minutes before this event, you're like, Kenny, we can't find the other speaker. This is the topic. Go out there. I am confident in myself that I'll be able to go out there and just speak because it's something that I've done over and over again. And it's something that I've had to come up with on the spot. I remember being in secondary school and I joined a pageant and like maybe an hour or two before the pageant started, like people leaked the questions that you're going to be asked during the show. And like, I remember like we had maybe 7 questions and obviously they'll be asked to each contestant. And I remember there was this one question that I was like, I really don't know how to answer this. And I don't even understand the question. So I memorized every single one for all the 6 questions and left the 7th one because I was like, I actually don't know the answer to this. Guess who they asked the hard 7th question? Me. It was me. It's me. And I was like, oh my God, I memorized everything but this one. But I was able to come up with an answer on the spot. And I was like, damn, girl. Like, and I ended up coming in maybe 3rd. And I remember the principal or the vice principal of the school being like, that was really good. Like, you did really well done. And I was like, really? Like, I made out. Like, literally made out. And that just made me think, I am good with words. I'm good with words. Like, I've had situations where literally don't know what to say and I could just come up with things on the spot. And that's just my zone of genius. That's just my thing. That's my talent. And I'm confident within myself because I've been put in a situation where I've used my words to excel in that sense. And so that's just what confidence is the testament and having proof of being good at something and having proof that you can do something and overcome something. Having proof that no matter what happens, you can find a way to make money, for example. Or no matter what happens, no matter how much food is, you can find a way to make food on a budget. That people that are just good at whipping things up, that is confidence. Because why? You've done it over and over again. So if there's something that you're not so confident at, I think the answer is doing that thing as much as possible. And then you get confident at that thing. Obviously, it's not easy. Like, it's not. And that's why you shouldn't feel bad if you lack confidence in something because you just haven't gotten the proof yet. You just haven't gotten the proof yet that you are good at that thing. And that's why you're not confident. And that's just what it is. And it's okay. Everyone struggles with different areas of their lives where they are just not confident because they maybe have tried and failed. But if you do want to feel confident in something, you just have to do that thing. And that's it. Obviously, easier said than done. But what I realized is confidence comes from doing the thing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this episode. And if you do, please leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. And let me know if you've maybe read a book or done something that's helped you feel more confident in who you are. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.